That's it. That's what I want to see. A nice big smile.
Across decades of animated films, the Joker's been reimagined again and again, sometimes comedic, sometimes tragic, and often a terrifying villain committing unspeakable crimes. So from the iconic DC animated universe to an Aztec priest consumed by madness, let's dive into the evolution of everyone's favorite clown prince of crime. The Joker's animated movie debut in Batman: Mask of the Phantasm didn't just reintroduce him, it gave us a version that felt grounded, yet still terrifyingly unpredictable. Before the white skin and maniacal grin became Gotham's everyday nightmare, he was just another nameless muscle from mob boss Salvatore Valestra. One job in particular set the stage for who he'd become, silencing Carl Beaumont, a man caught skimming from the wrong people. Andrea Beaumont, Carl's daughter, caught a glimpse of him leaving their home right before she found her father dead. From there, his past fades into mystery, but what's clear is that a single moment planted seeds of tragedy. A decade following his transformation, the Joker was holed up in the abandoned world of the future fair.
What? Meatloaf again? Oh, I had it for lunch.
Surrounded by the dusty remains of optimism and progress, a fitting hideout for a man who thrives on wrecking ideals. When the mysterious Phantasm started killing off Valestra's old associates, Joker killed Valestra and figured out that Andrea herself is under the hood.
Gotta hand it to you, nice scheme. Costume's a bit theatrical, but hey, who am I to talk?
Their fight is vicious, and when Batman steps in for the final round,
for once, I'm stuck without a punchline.
Joker's laughter carries through explosions and collapsing structures. He doesn't try to escape the destruction, he basks in it, proving that for him, chaos is home. Years later, in Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker, we see a much darker chapter and learn that his story was far from over. At one point, he and Harley Quinn ambushed Tim Drake's Robin, dragging him to a rotting Arkham asylum.
A bird in the hand.
For 3 weeks, he tormented, brainwashed, and reshaped Tim into his twisted sidekick, Joker Jr.
Say hello, JJ.
He forced the boy to reveal Batman's identity and taped the whole ordeal, not for proof, but as the ultimate knife to twist into Bruce's psyche.
Bruce. It's true, Batsy. I know everything.
That confrontation ended with Tim fighting back and pulling the trigger on the Joker himself, but the damage lingered for decades. Batman pulled away from his allies, and Tim spent years in therapy. The real punchline: Joker had implanted a microchip carrying his DNA and consciousness into Tim's spine. Decades later, it reactivated, turning Tim into a host body. Suddenly, the Joker was back.
Hello, Gotham. Joker's back in town.
Hijacking tech, assaulting Wayne Manor, and aiming a stolen military satellite at Gotham. Terry McGinnis's Batman took him down, not with brute strength, but by mocking his ego until he snapped.
Don't you dare laugh at me!
Why? I thought the Joker always wanted to make Batman laugh.
You're not Batman!
Then, using Joker's own joy buzzer, Terry fried the chip, erasing him for good. In the Batman vs. Dracula, the Joker's usual brand of Gotham chaos gets hijacked by something straight out of a horror movie. It starts in a place you wouldn't expect, Arkham Asylum's bingo night. Penguin overhears an inmate bragging about a stash of cash hidden in Gotham Cemetery. Joker caught the same tip earlier.
You told someone else?
First, I went to the only one who's escaped from here more times than you.
You told him?
And in true fashion, he breaks out first, with Penguin scrambling to follow. They work together for about 5 seconds before Joker plants a handshake-sized trap in the form of an electrified joy buzzer, leaving Penguin twitching on the pavement.
My Pengy, you really know how to shake!
Batman tracks Joker down, and their fight ends with Joker tumbling into the river, seemingly fried by the water and electricity. He survives, and near the cemetery, he corners Penguin again, chasing him into a crypt and unknowingly opening Dracula's coffin. One bite later, Joker's skin is paler than ever, his green hair turns bone white, and his eyes glow an unnatural blue-white. Now with vampire strength and speed, he's even harder to stop. Batman eventually finds him in a blood bank.
A bold finish of wild cherries with a hint of oak.
They fight, and Batman uses garlic-based explosives to take him down. Back in the Batcave, Alfred shows genuine pity for the now undead clown. Batman even gives him some of his own blood to keep him alive while working on a cure. But there's a catch. Dracula controls him, forbidding him from spilling the location of his master's resting place.
Don't you see? The choice isn't mine to make. I am his vessel.
When the cure finally works, Joker has no memory of anything past his run-in with Penguin outside Dracula's tomb. It's as if the whole vampiric nightmare never happened to him. But for Batman, it's one more bizarre chapter in a career already full of them. In Justice League Crisis on Two Earths, the Joker's spot gets filled by someone who feels like his mirror image, the Jester. Same clown vibe, but this character's on the side of the good guys. In this alternate reality, the crime syndicate has taken control, and Jester is a part of a high-stakes break-in with Lex Luthor to steal the Quantum Trigger, a piece of tech dangerous enough to erase entire worlds if it falls into the wrong hands. They make it inside, but alarms bring trouble fast. Angelique and Jed Jarkis, members of the syndicate, close in. Luthor's ready to fight side by side, but the Jester makes a different call. He stays behind, forcing Luthor to run.
We can make it together. We can do this.
Get your shiny bald head out of here. It's hurting my eyes.
Angelique stabs him through the chest, but instead of going down quietly, Jester pulls out a mini nuclear bomb from his pocket. The blast takes him out along with both villains, leaving Luthor alive to finish the mission. It's such a reversal from the Joker we know, selflessness instead of self-indulgence, and it proves that in another world, even Gotham's eternal trickster could be the one making the sacrifice play. If there's one animated Joker that really makes you stop and go, wow, that's messed up, it's the one in Batman Under the Red Hood. Hired by Ra's al Ghul to keep Batman and Jason Todd's Robin occupied while the League of Assassins pulled off an economic attack in Europe, he went straight for the most personal blow possible. Joker kidnapped Jason and beats him mercilessly with a crowbar. He enjoys every moment of dragging it out.
I'm going to have to teach you a lesson so you can better follow in his footsteps. Nah, I'm just gonna keep beating you with this crowbar.
And before departing the warehouse filled with explosives, he leaves a message for Batman.
Please tell the big man I said hello.
By the time Batman arrived, the building went up, killing Jason and leaving that moment carved into him forever. 5 years later, Batman and Nightwing questioned the Joker in Arkham about the rise of the new Red Hood.
You really think I would stir up so much trouble and not make sure you knew it was me?
The response wasn't helpful, unless you count endless taunts about Jason's death as helpful.
If you're behind this in any way...
Bird boy, you're so much less fun now. Better off than his replacement, right?
Meanwhile, Black Mask, desperate to take out Red Hood, sprung the Joker from Arkham and set him loose. The plan backfired almost instantly. Instead of going for Red Hood, the Joker turns on Black Mask, kidnaps him and his henchmen, and prepares to burn them alive to lure him out.
The end game was getting Black Mask so desperate that he'd cut a deal. He was the only one with the connections to get you out.
Batman showed up in time to ruin his game. Then came the reversal. Jason caught the Joker himself. With the crowbar in hand, he returned the beating blow for blow.
Who are you? You said we knew one another, and you do seem really familiar.
I'm just something you helped make.
Finally revealing himself, Jason cornered Batman and forced a choice. Kill the Joker, or kill Jason before he kills him.
Gotta give the boy points. He came all the way back from the dead to make this shindig happen.
Batman refused both options, disarming him in one quick move, but that gave Jason just enough time to trigger hidden explosives. Now Joker's idea wasn't to escape, it was to end all three of them together. Batman knocked him out instead, and tried to drag Jason to safety, yet somehow, Joker survived the blast. Nearly a decade later, the interactive Death in the Family film reopens that wound and asks, what if it went differently? Depending on what the viewer chose, the story bent in wild directions. If Batman saved Robin, Batman died instead of Jason, and Joker would hang up the purple suit for good, a bizarre twist after a lifetime of violence. In the path of killing Joker, Jason tracks him down and runs into him disguised at a diner. This Joker looks normal, wears makeup to hide the bleached skin, and even goes to therapy. They talked without realizing who the other was, until Joker pieced it together.
Well, next time I see him, I'll tell the big man you said hello.
Boy wonder.
Seconds before Jason drove a knife into his eye, leaving him dead and laughing. Yet in the path of catching Joker, Jason used the Red Hood persona to lure the Joker out of hiding. This time, they clashed into a brutal fight on a bridge, and Joker confronted him with taunts about his repressed memories of killing.
That's the best joke I ever heard! This isn't your inner demons, this is you!
The final decision leaves you holding a gun to Joker's head. Spare Joker and the GCPD takes Joker into custody, or pull the trigger and his body gets cremated. Either way, this version made clear that the Joker's shadow over Jason never really faded. In The Dark Knight Returns, the Joker is a shadow of himself, silent, blank-faced, locked in a catatonic state for 10 years. Then Batman comes back, and it's like flipping a switch. His eyes light up, his grin returns, and he suddenly has a reason to live again. That spark pushes him into convincing his well-meaning but clueless psychiatrist Dr. Bartholomew Wolper that he's cured.
I see my favorite patient is up and about. For years it seemed like you didn't have a reason to go on.
Wolper buys into it completely, even going as far as blaming Batman for all of Joker's past crimes. Wolper books him on a talk show as a redemption story.
I want people to get me. That's why I'm gonna kill everyone in this room.
Okay.
Instead, Joker slaughters Wolper and kills the entire audience with poison gas without breaking his smile. From there, it only gets worse. He breaks into Selina Kyle's escort business and uses lipstick laced with mind control chemicals to make her do his bidding. Under his control, Selina sends another escort to a senator as part of an insane plot to spark nuclear war between the US and the Soviets. When Selina is no longer useful, he binds, beats, and gags her, leaving her in a Wonder Woman outfit, humiliated and broken. The chaos keeps rolling when Joker moves to a carnival.
Boss, something's coming. It's big. It's
him.
Batman confronts the Joker in a hall of mirrors, shattering glass around them. Joker escapes to the Tunnel of Love, where the real fight happens.
Oh, don't tell me you're gonna fall asleep before we finish. You have gotten old, haven't you?
He drives a blade into Batman's abdomen over and over, forcing him to bleed and struggle, but Bruce fights through the pain, eventually paralyzing him without taking his life. Joker, disgusted that Batman won't finish him, breaks his own neck to frame him for murder. When SWAT moves his body, the corpse ignites. Batman gazes at it and tells him to stop laughing as flames consume what's left. That final image, a lifeless grin lit by flames, feels like a testament to their rivalry, built on chaos, and Joker's refusal to give the other the satisfaction of winning. The DC animated movie universe wastes no time throwing a curveball. In Justice League The Flashpoint Paradox, Barry Allen changes the past to save his mom, and the timeline folds in on itself. In this version of Gotham, Joe Chill guns down young Bruce Wayne instead of his parents. The loss breaks Martha Wayne so completely that she snaps, turning into this reality's Joker. Her husband, Thomas Wayne, becomes a far more brutal Batman.
Could anyone, even Thawne, be that deranged?
You'd be amazed the monsters this world can create.
Martha even has her own partner in crime, the acrobat Yo-Yo, creating a warped echo of the Joker and Harley pairing we know. When the Flash sets history right, she vanishes along with that entire world. In the main timeline, Joker's presence is far more traditional. In Son of Batman, his only appearance is a grim little cameo, a flash of him laughing behind Arkham bars as lightning crashes outside. Then in Batman Hush, he turns up as a hostage, kidnapped by Hush to force Harley Quinn into helping him. Batman discovers him standing over the body of Thomas Elliot, and rage takes over.
You know what the joke is here? I'm totally innocent. Ugh, that doesn't even sound right, does it?
For a moment, it looks like Batman might actually kill him.
I want you to break your code, but for something I actually did.
But Gordon steps in. Later, Batman figures out Joker was innocent, his appearance over Thomas was a coincidence, and he wasn't the mastermind this time.
It was all planned so Joker would wake up in time to free himself. Then he ran to the opera, arriving just as Tom was killed.
By the time we get to Justice League Dark Apokolips War, he's already gone. Harley Quinn casually drops the bombshell. Batman killed him.
A week after that, my puddin' died thanks to new Batman, who is no fun, by the way.
Not by choice, but under Darkseid's control while sitting in the Mobius chair. In Batman Assaults on Arkham, before the movie even kicks off, Joker's already pulled off something huge, planting a dirty bomb somewhere in Gotham with Riddler's help. The Riddler knows about the plan, but not the location, because Joker's the sort who keeps his insurance policy close. Batman's hunt for that bomb throws Amanda Waller's covert op off course, which is sending the Suicide Squad to retrieve stolen information. When the squad makes it inside Arkham to grab stolen intel, Joker spots Harley Quinn and can't resist stirring the pot.
I can tell you're still sore. At least the bruise is cleared up nicely.
He learns she's with someone else now, which, surprise, he treats like a personal insult. The chaos she sparks while lashing out at him actually later aid him in opening the door for his escape.
Oh, Harley, I take back half the horrible things I've done to you.
Once free, he cuts through guards with casual brutality, swipes a comm unit, and starts tracking the squad's location. The ambush comes with the trademark flare, explosive marbles rolling at their feet, and a reveal of his tainted love plan to blanket Gotham in chaos.
Hope you brought protection, because I'm about to give Gotham a terminal case of tainted love.
Joker turns Arkham into a war zone, letting the inmates loose to slow Batman down.
And just in case you were thinking of stopping me, I figured I'd invite some friends to my big blowout.
He then hitches a ride on Deadshot's stolen helicopter, with Harley on board. Things get messy. Harley crashes the chopper into an unfinished high-rise, and Joker goes hand-to-hand with Deadshot in the wreckage. The fight ends with Joker pinned inside as the helicopter goes down to the street, and his laughter cuts through the chaos. Batman finds and disarms the bomb, and assumes the clown might be gone. But Amanda Waller lets Batman know she's not betting on that.
They never did find the Joker's body, did they?
In Batman Unlimited, the Joker swaps exploding pies for something far more modern, a cyber attack on Gotham itself. In Monster Mayhem, he builds a crew with Solomon Grundy, Clayface, Scarecrow, and Silver Banshee, and their first move is kidnapping video game designer Gogo Shodo. Why? Because Gogo has the tech skills Joker needs to create a laughing virus that can infect every piece of technology and vehicle in Gotham.
I'm going to play this amazing practical joke on Gotham, and I need your help to do it.
With the virus spreading, giving him complete control over everything on the digital grid, Joker declares himself king of Gotham with plans to redefine the city. Batman teams up with Green Arrow, Nightwing, and Red Robin to foil their plot, while Joker has placed a bounty on their heads.
Spot a hero? Tell us, and I'll let you use your car for an hour.
Tracking the gang to an abandoned Pier Fun Park, the hero shut down his crew and rescue Gogo. But the virus is planned to spread worldwide.
It's time to send this baby worldwide! Why settle for Gotham when we could rule the entire world?
So Gogo hands Batman a tool to jack into the virtual world. There, Batman fights wave after wave of glitchy Joker clones until the core program is destroyed. The parade Joker had staged in his own honor comes crashing down as the heroes round up the rest of the villains. But Joker's not done.
You didn't really think I would transmit my digital laughing virus from only one location, did you? Suckers.
He shows up in a massive mech suit, while an unwilling cyborg becomes a walking transmitter for his global virus. Cyborg frees himself and crashes Joker's suit into the harbor. Joker is missing after the crash, but really, he's alive on an island, already planning his next scheme. The sequel, Mechs vs. Mutants, finds him alive, mocking Damian Wayne for a failure.
I've got him, Batman!
Now that's funny!
He's quickly back in Arkham, but during a break-in by Penguin and Mr. Freeze, Joker tries to convince Penguin to free him.
You wouldn't forget little old me in your escape plans, because that wouldn't be funny, if I do say so myself.
Penguin refuses, and ironically gets caught later, and winds up tossed into the same cell block. That's when Joker opens a hidden passage between cells, and gives him a beating purely out of spite. If there's one animated film that digs deep into the Joker's head, it's The Killing Joke. Unlike other stories, this one lays out a possible origin from start to finish. Before the chalk-white skin and the laugh that never stops, he was an engineer at Ace Chemicals. He left the job to chase stand-up comedy, but the gigs didn't pay, and his wife Jeannie was pregnant.
I have to go up on stage and nobody laughs.
Desperate, he let two criminals talk him into helping with the robbery next to Ace Chemicals. They gave him the Red Hood disguise, a cheap-looking helmet meant to make him the fall guy if things went bad.
You got a funny-shaped head.
Maybe I should have been a clown instead of a comedian.
Things went bad fast. Security showed up early, his partners were killed, and Batman cornered him on a catwalk. Panicked, he fell into a vat of chemicals. Crawling out, he saw the green hair, pale skin, and red lips in a reflection. That physical shock and the life he just lost pushed his mind past the breaking point. In the present day, Joker has claimed an abandoned amusement park. His approach isn't about robbing banks or random explosion this time, it's just sinister. He shoots Barbara Gordon in the stomach at point-blank range in front of her father, leaving her paralyzed. Then, he strips and photographs her, not for money, but to use the images as weapons.
Why are you doing this?
To prove a point. Here's to crime.
Gordon is kidnapped, stripped, and forced through a twisted carnival while those photos are shoved in his face. Joker's goal is simple: prove that one bad day can break the most upright man. In the final act, Batman eventually finds him at the park's funhouse. Between mirrors and warped reflections, they trade blows, while the Joker lectures on the futility of order and the illusion of sanity. Batman points out that Gordon, despite everything, hasn't snapped.
Despite all your sick, cruel, vicious little games, he's as sane as he ever was. So ordinary people don't crack.
Batman offers help. Joker says it's too late. Then comes the strange ending. He tells Batman a joke about a prison escape. They both laugh. The camera holds, the rain falls, and whether it's an odd truce or a final moment before something worse, the film never tells you. The Batman 66 animated films give us a Joker who's less nightmare fuel and more Saturday morning spectacle. In Return of the Caped Crusaders, he's all camp and showmanship, working alongside Penguin, Riddler, and Catwoman. Their first move is crashing the Gotham Palace disguised as a band, with Joker using guitar streamers to tie up the audience. From there, they gas scientists at Acme Atomic Energy Laboratory.
You dare defy us? You must be insane. And here's the proof.
To steal the duplicator ray, then hide out in a frozen food factory, where Joker actually tries to roast Batman and Robin in a giant oven. The plan gets stranger when they make evil clones, head for an abandoned US-Russia space station, and scheme to duplicate Earth so each villain gets their own Gotham.
How delicious! I've always wanted to rule from the stars.
When they turn on Catwoman, Batman steps in to save her, defeats the clones, and unknowingly sends the clones to prison.
This has all been a well-thought-out distraction. We put their duplicates in jail. They've been free the whole time.
While that's happening, the real Joker is emptying the Gotham Museum, stealing a clown painting, and planning to boost its value by killing the artist.
A clown painting? That's worthless. Oh, Pengy. Be worth lots once I bump off the artist.
The escape involves a rocket umbrella leading to the Pengy blimp, where Batman and Robin fight the crew mid-air until Joker plunges into Gotham Circus, where he's catapulted, tackled by elephants, and carted off by police clowns. By Batman vs. Two-Face, Joker's antics get wrapped in Hugo Strange's evil extractor plot. He convinces the villains to overload it.
All right, boys, pour it on. You're trying to overwhelm the machine with the evil.
Sparking the accident that scars Harvey Dent. In the present, Joker joins an auction for Batman's identity after Two-Face unmasks him.
$1 million! Oh, it's a good thing I had some spare change laying around between the couch cushions.
Only for Dent to secretly use the machine again to make more Two-Faces. And if you watch the Blu-ray extras, you can see Dr. Quinzel breaking him out as his iconic partner, Harley Quinn. When Batman crosses paths with Mystery Incorporated in Scooby-Doo and Batman, the Brave and the Bold, it leads to one of the most unusual entries in Joker's animated career. Early on, Batman and the Mystery Incorporated crew are framed and end up on the run from superheroes. Thanks to Scooby's questionable driving skills,
Scooby, turn left! Left! Go!
He doesn't know directions.
Duh, he's a dog.
They crash into a villain bar, and who's lounging inside? Joker, Penguin, and countless other lesser-known villains from Batman's Rogues Gallery. That's when things escalate. Batman jumps behind the wheel of the Mystery Machine, and suddenly, it's a chase through Gotham as Joker and Penguin give pursuit in their own vehicles. Joker fires oversized playing cards as weapons, while cramming half of Gotham's Rogues Gallery into his vehicle, and later launches villains onto the Mystery Machine. Batman quickly switches tactics, summoning the Batmobile as the ultimate distraction. The gang slips away using a switch, while Joker and Penguin waste time pursuing an empty Mystery Machine down Gotham streets.
But as car chases go, it was a gas.
I need new friends.
And are ultimately stopped by superheroes. In Batman Ninja, the Joker leaves behind Gotham's alleys and turns himself into a warlord in feudal Japan. This happens when Gorilla Grodd's Quake engine sends Joker, Harley, and other supervillains back in time. With Harley at his side, Joker doesn't hesitate. The two seize power and transform Edo into their base of operations. Each of the other villains carves out their own territory, but Joker makes it clear he's the one who stands above the rest. By the time Batman arrives 2 years later, the Joker has a fully armed samurai army waiting. He greets Batman as Lord Joker, ruler of Japan.
Haven't you heard? Everyone's been calling me Dairoku Tinmouth, the Demon King, the most powerful man in Japan.
And immediately shows off Arkham Castle's secret, its ability to morph into a giant mech capable of flattening armies in seconds. Batman barely survives, saved only by a clan of loyal Bat Ninjas. Even Grodd, the very scientist behind the time displacement, forms a temporary alliance with Batman to try and stop him.
Never figured you'd side with Batman, Gorilla Grodd.
Anything to gain the advantage!
The fight at the river leaves Joker and Harley presumed dead when they vanish in the chaos, but Red Hood later finds them alive. They're peaceful farmers with no memory of their past.
You expect me to believe the Joker has taken up farming?
They both lost their memories in the explosion. There's no need to bother them.
That peace doesn't last. Joker regains his memory after planting flowers that oddly mirror his signature appearance.
Harley, get ready.
Can't wait, Mr. J.
He and Harley reclaim their castle and raise the stakes by merging their fortress with the others into one towering monstrosity, Lord Joker's Voltron-esque super robot. Batman meets him in a final sword duel, cutting away the theatrics to finish their feud blade to blade.
Maybe you need to hit the dojo and get some more practice! Work on your feint and parry!
Ultimately, the villains are dragged back to the present, but the story doesn't stop there. Things get stranger in Batman Ninja vs. Yakuza League. Instead of fighting through time, the whole of Japan disappears and reappears above Gotham. With the Justice League gone, a corrupted version of them called the Yakuza League take their place and invades Gotham. Joker and Harley escape from prison once they hear about Gotham's new visitors, so they can toy with the Yakuza. When Batman is later in trouble, Joker surprisingly rescues him from Superman, just to remind him who gets the glory of ending his life.
Stay out of my way! Getting in the way is my favorite pastime! No way in hell some phony superfella gets to do it!
But when the danger grows and things spiral out of control, he abandons Harley without hesitation, proving some things never change. In Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Joker's brand of chaos gets a mutant upgrade. It starts when Ra's al Ghul teams up with the Shredder and stages a break-in at Arkham Asylum. Their target isn't just Batman's rogues, it's the Joker himself.
I've been waiting so long I thought you'd forgotten about our little deal.
Ra's offers a trade, Joker's Venom formula in exchange for mutagen. Ra's plan is simple but horrific. Combine the two, then unleash it over Gotham so the whole city turns into rampaging monsters. Freed from his cell, Joker wastes zero time flipping the situation into his own personal freak show. He lets the entire inmate population loose.
Attention, inmates of Arkham. You have a new warden. Me. I've got a brand new medication regimen for you.
And starts dosing them with mutagen, turning each one into their own monstrous variant. Then, in true why should they have all the fun fashion, he infects himself and transforms into a massive, fanged cobra. Joker seizes hostages and waits, ready to bask in Batman's horror.
Better listen to the bat, turtle boy. One reptile to another.
Except Batman isn't impressed. After Mr. Freeze immobilizes the Dark Knight, Joker ups the stakes, injecting him with a Venom mutagen cocktail. The result is a feral, out-of-control Batman tearing through anything in his path. Joker tries slithering away to escape, but Batgirl ultimately takes him down, knocking out his teeth in the fight and taking a selfie with him. In Injustice, Joker decides that breaking Batman has gotten him nowhere, so he goes for a bigger target, Superman.
Experimenting with kryptonite. Why?
We're scientists, not monsters.
It's in the hands of monsters now.
The idea is simple in the worst possible way. If he can destroy the world's greatest symbol of hope, the fallout will be endless. He starts by killing the Flash with a decapitation trap and shooting Jimmy Olsen in the eye just to set the mood.
Ooh, I got some Jimmy on my shoe.
With Harley's help, he kidnaps Lois Lane, who's pregnant at the time. He rigs a dead man's switch to her heartbeat, so if she dies, a nuclear warhead takes out Metropolis. Under the Scarecrow's fear gas laced with kryptonite, Superman sees Lois as Doomsday and takes her to space, killing her.
What did you do?
The best joke ever. It'll be my masterpiece.
The moment her heart stops, the bomb goes off, wiping out millions. Superman confronts Joker, who acts like this was all just entertainment. That smugness lasts until Superman shoves his fist through Joker's chest. Joker's death ends his part of the story, but it's exactly what he wanted.
He will continue to be the best man I know.
Oh no, the world will burn.
Superman's grief turns into dictatorship, replacing ideals with fear and splitting the Justice League. For Joker, it's the final punchline. He didn't just kill people, he killed what Superman represents. The Tomorrowverse takes the Joker in a direction that's a lot more grounded than most versions. His first appearance in The Long Halloween drops him right in a noir-style Gotham, where the big news isn't his latest scheme, It's a mysterious serial killer known as Holiday, targeting the Falcone and Maroni crime family. Joker sees this as a threat to his reputation. He escapes Arkham by threatening a guard's kid, then starts working through his own list of suspects. On Christmas Eve, he turns up at Harvey Dent's home, suspecting Dent might be Holiday.
Put the gun down and we'll talk.
Sure.
He knocks Dent out cold, then heads to Sal Maroni's place. The same night, he ambushes Carmine Falcone, disarms him, and pressing for details before leaving his calling card.
I just popped in to say, if you hear any news about the Holiday investigation, I'd like you to pass it my way.
And slipping away. One of Falcone's bodyguards tries to chase him down, but Holiday gets to the man first. Once Batman is on his trail, Joker puts together a new plan, gas the crowd at Gotham's New Year's celebration. Either Holiday dies in the process, or a lot of other people do. He steals a small plane.
Please fasten your seatbelts, as I have no idea how to fly this thing!
Loads it with his toxic gas, and fights Batman midair. He claims it's all about loving a good puzzle, making Batman think twice about whether he's really the killer in question.
Of course I'm not Holiday! If I were him, why would I be trying to kill him?
Kill him?
He's the competition!
Batman stops Joker and leaves him dangling from a clock tower for the GCPD. Months later, Two-Face and Solomon Grundy bust him out of Arkham, and he joins a revenge hit on the Falcones with Penguin, Ivy, Scarecrow, and Mad Hatter. He tries to take on Batman.
Nancy, hold all my calls. I have to terminate someone.
But gets knocked out with Penguin's umbrella and sent back to Arkham. His final Tomorrowverse outing is Crisis on Infinite Earths, where on Earth 2's Gotham, he infects Jim Gordon, blows him up, and recruits Grundy and Killer Croc. They try to bring down a tower critical to surviving antimatter waves.
Shoot that tower, Joker, and the whole planet dies.
But how am I supposed to know that's true?
Unless I pull the trigger.
But are stopped by Batman and the Bat family. He's arrested again, but later, in the chaos of the multiverse collapsing, joins Lex Luthor's Legion of Doom. There's even an Easter egg of the BTAS Batman and Joker on Earth 12 being erased by the wave, voiced by their original actors. And just so you know, this isn't canon to the DCAU. After the heroes use the Miracle Machine as their last hope of survival,
I wish for infinity more wishes!
It isn't Aladdin's lamp, you moron!
Joker steps through its cosmic gate, merging with alternate Jokers into one in the new monoverse reality. Aztec Batman Clash of Empires breaks the pattern we've been following, because this time, Gotham's most infamous villain isn't around at all, or at least, not in the way we know him. The story takes place during the reign of King Moctezuma II, following Uali Kotal, a young boy whose father is murdered by Spanish conquistadors. As an adult, he takes on the Batman identity to fight back against the invaders. Here the Joker exists under a different name, Yoka. Once a respected priest himself, he claims to hear the voice of a god urging him toward human sacrifice. That descent into madness drives him to disfigure his face and adopt a chilling appearance with white makeup, red lips, and an unblinking void when he shuts his eyes. Without Gotham or modern crime sprees, this new incarnation twists a familiar menace into something rooted in Aztec culture, showing how the archetype can be reimagined without losing its edge. Across all these animated films, the Joker has proven he can be anything and still feel like the same unpredictable villain. One moment he's a tragic gangster turned symbol of chaos, the next he's a vampire, a feudal warlord, or even a giant mutant cobra. That kind of range is what keeps him relevant. So which version of Joker was your favorite? Drop it in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Thanks again to my patrons, and I'll catch you in the next one.